Hey all, Alex here with Tech Corner, here to talk to you about the GoPro 13. So I just came back from my Germany trip and I used this a ton during my Germany trip. Shockingly, a lot of times I take a lot more photos and videos, but this was so easy to use that I absolutely took a ton more video than I actually took photos, which is kind of funny. But overall, I have to say this is amazing. So it's really easy to use. All you have to do is press and hold this for maybe a minute, a second or two. It's going to automatically flip on. It's going to automatically start recording, which is really cool. And then if you want to turn it off, you can turn it off just by pressing it, or you can use the GoPro commands like GoPro start video, GoPro stop video. You have a ton of commands you can use. It seemed like you kind of had to speak really loudly for it to kind of use the commands. There was a few areas where I was in a quiet area, like in churches and stuff, and I tried to activate it, and it didn't do anything, so I kind of had to press the button. So another thing is on the side here, there's a mode option, so you can go between video, photo, time-lapse, or slow mode, different modes if you want to do that. This is also where I would recommend you turn it on if you do not want to start recording. Otherwise, this button up here is going to automatically start recording and stop recording. So if you just want to go to the menus and just turn it on, I recommend doing it from the side. Once you're on the side here, then you can scroll down from the top here, from the top down. So one thing, I was really hoping that the GPS would work on this. I have to look into that and seeing whether, I'm guessing you probably have to use the GoPro app on your phone for it to pinpoint your GPS. I was really hoping that it would just automatically figure out where I was when I was recording it. So that's one thing I wasn't expecting, because when I got back home and I looked at the GPS locations, there was nothing there. So that's one thing to note. So if you swipe to the left, that's where you can actually see how much is stored on your memory card. You can manage your storage. This is also where you can reformat it if you want. You can also do cloud storage if you want, but again, I think you have to use the app and it is an additional cost. This is where you can turn off the different settings if you want. This is the GoPro command thing here if you want to turn voice control on and off. Also, you can enable the little buttons, the little activation where it beeps when it starts recording and stops recording. I turned that off because that was driving me nuts. Do not screensaver mode, so that will basically, after maybe about a minute or two, it'll turn off the screen, but still record, which is kind of nice, so it saves your battery. This is where you can lock your screen. Brightness, you can do the rotating feature, and then if you go here, this is where you can actually go into more advanced modes, like the preferences. You can do wireless connection, set up cloud updates, general, GPS. Let's actually click on GPS real quick. And as you can see, it's a little wonky. So that's on, but yeah, I think you have to use your mobile device or the app in order for it to determine your GPS location, regional, time and zone, all that. And then you can even go into more advanced modes here, which is kind of cool. So controls, if you want to do that. So you can go easy, pro, and advanced. So pro or easy, depending on what you want. So for probably most people, they'll probably want the easy mode unless you really want to go in and tweak the settings on the GoPro. So some of the features turn that off. And as you can see, you got a little screen display, which is kind of a cool thing, so you can actually see, other people can see what you're recording. Or if you're doing, blogging and stuff, vlogging, that's really great because you can actually see if you're in the frame and all that. But overall, I would say this was really good. Their initial setup was a little wonky. It took me quite a few attempts to get it connected to my phone. And unfortunately, you need to get it connected to your phone and the firmware updated in order to use this. The other thing I would have to say I did not like was it did get pretty hot. So I had it on my dash on my car, and it was when I was driving because I wanted to do some video of the road, and it was cloudy and all that, but it did get pretty hot, and it actually stopped recording and said, you know, when I turned it on, it said, oh, it was overheating. So basically I had to turn itself off. So that's one thing I would say is a problem, is like if you're planning to record long periods of time, this might not be the camera for you. But if you're going to do like maybe let's say 15 minutes, maybe 30, you might be okay. But I would say if you're planning to do like an hour, it's probably not going to work very well with the video. Nor, you know, even if you have it plugged in, it's probably going to heat up. Unless you remove the battery and just have it plugged in directly. Because it seems like the battery does cause it to heat up. Because whenever I took the battery, it was pretty darn hot, that battery itself. Another thing I'd note is the battery probably lasted about 30 to 45 minutes. So I did have quite a few batteries with me. I got a little, I think the GoPro battery pack, you get 2 and it's like 75 bucks. But I got a third-party company for like 23 bucks, and I got 3 batteries with it as well. So it was a pretty good deal, because with this camera, I got 2 batteries plus another 3, so that gave me 5. So I could pretty much be guaranteed I had enough batteries for the day when I was recording. But yeah, overall, I would probably give this a 8 out of 10. There's a few glitches and stuff, but overall, this was a lot of fun to use. It was easy to use. I do recommend using the like a stick here to record. It was a little weird. There was a few times where I was literally just holding the GoPro while recording, and it felt awkward, and it got pretty hot. The cool thing too is this is a little product I bought on Amazon, and I'll put it in the link in the chat. But this is a quick release, which is really nice, so you don't have to unscrew it from the thing and do that whole thing. It's just a quick, easy release, which is really nice. So if you have multiple mounts you need to connect it to, you can get multiple of these little mounts, and then you could just mount your GoPro quickly to those devices, which is really kind of cool. So yeah, so that is my overall review of the GoPro. Highly recommended if you're going to travel and you want something quick and easy to use, not really complicated to try to figure out. Absolutely recommend it. I had my dad try it and he loved it and he was amazed. I had him try, I had the Osmo Pocket for quite a while, and the gimbal was a little wonky, and sometimes it'd be leaning, and you had to reset it and all that. So this is really just straightforward and easy to use. So hopefully you enjoyed this video of the review of the GoPro 13. If you're interested in further content from the channel, feel free to subscribe. It's totally free. And click that bell notification to receive alerts when new videos are posted. And thank you so much for watching.